my freaking god, what?
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another NECA Toys action figure review on the Aliens 30th Anniversary San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2016 Newt. If you're trying to pick this figure up, you will be able to get it
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Now this figure will be available late November, early December 2016. It will be part of a 2-pack with Ripley, so it won't be this exact figure right here. It won't have the accessories and stuff, but it'll be close enough, and if you missed out on the exclusive, that will be your chance right over there. So I'll have a link in the description below to that and to NECA's website where you can see images of the one that will be available. Very nice packaging over here. We get the 2016 sticker right there. On the side you can see Newt, and I got to see Newt in person at San Diego Comic-Con, by the way. I was at the Aliens panel, and that was really awesome. Bill Paxton is so fun, man. The whole panel was great. She's actually a school teacher now. But anyway, there's a read-up over here. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it now. Then on the back, you can see the Series 9 figures. We have Frosty, Vasquez, and the concept albino alien. And then on the side, you can see the pictures of the accessories and whatnot. All right, let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Rebecca Jordan, aka Newt, out of the packaging. And I think NECA did a great job with this figure. All kinds of awesome details throughout this very small piece over here. We get some nice sculpted parts in here. We get some great paint apps throughout. I really like it a lot. I think they did a great job of actually replicating her face too. That looks fantastic. And she does come with some very cool accessories that are exclusive to this particular SDCC exclusive, such as this little baby doll head. Look how well they did this, man. Nice paint apps right over there for such a small little piece. I mean, it's so much smaller than just my thumbnail right over there, but that looks great. Little pink right there for the mouth. They even added paint detailing for the hair. Really good job on NECA's part. I dig it a lot. And then you can fit it into the left hand pretty well. She does have this smaller grip right over here, which is a little bit easier to manage, so you can have her holding it like that, or you can kind of have her holding it like this, like with the hair part, you know, and the bigger hand like that, but I prefer using this hand. Then we also have her 2nd grade citizenship award right there, kind of looking like a young Kirsten Dunst, right? I don't know. That's pretty neat. And it also has this little flap over here on the back so you can get it stand up if you'd like. And she has her little flashlight right over here with the strap, looking pretty cool, nicely sculpted. I like it. And it looks pretty good with the little beam right over there, and then you get the little light coming out right there. And unfortunately, I cannot really get her holding this in either hand. I guess just by the strap right here, maybe, something like that. Or around the shoulder, you know, if you want her holding it around the shoulder, that'll work. Whoop, it just fell off. Or you could have it around her neck too, which is kind of weird, you know. But yeah, her holding it in this hand right here isn't really going to work. The grip isn't strong enough to really hold this thing. It's too thick. And then lastly, she has her marine helmet, which looks really good. I believe this is Hicks's helmet. I'm not sure. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, but I think this is Hicks's helmet. Nice paint apps throughout right over here. Looking really nice. Thought there may have been a little bit of articulation, but no, I think I just may have just snapped a little, tiny little piece, but nah, it's not broken or anything. But yeah, you do want to be careful with that. You don't want that coming off, but really nice paint apps. I really like the wear. And it fits on top of her head very nicely.
ShartimusPrime's farts mostly come out at night. Mostly.
Great voice acting by Charlito1, right? Follow her Instagram, link below. But I love the face sculpt for this figure. They did such a good job with this. I really like it a lot. It really has that innocence in the face sculpt and everything. So I dim things down a little bit. You might be able to see the paint a little bit better. But my big problem with this figure overall is just the paint on the mouth. That did not come out right. You can see that the paint is just a little bit above the mark, especially with that bottom lip right there, not getting any paint treatment. So that's my biggest gripe, just a minor QC issue. But you know, when you look at it from farther away, it's such a small figure, it doesn't really bother me too much. Looking at the hair over here, I really love the sculpted detail that we get in the hair. We also get some really nice paint shadowing effect and everything right there. I really dig it a lot. It's made out of a little bit of a softer material. And I did take a hairdryer to this figure before moving the joints around. I recommend you do that. I really like this a lot though. And looking at the top of the head, you can see the seam going across, but it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, the mouth does bother me right there. But anyway, looking at the rest, I like how the shirt looks. Very nice paint detail throughout. NECA just kills it with the paint, man. And then the denim right over here for her overalls, that looks really good too. I really like the copper colors that we're getting over here too. Looks very metallic, very realistic. Wow, all the little denim stitchings and little lines in here and everything are absolutely fantastic. The hands look good, very grimy, very dirty, looking really nice. All these little holes right over here in the shirt look very good. Nice strap right over here. You can't lift this up or anything. It's just part of the sculpt, which is, you know, not a bad idea. And looking right over here on the back, looks pretty good. So I think that's alright. And looking at the legs, you can see some nice stitching going all the way through. Same thing on this side right over here. It's not looking too bad. Then looking at the knees, you can see the flesh tone underneath there, all scuffed up and everything. Very, very cool. And the shoes, man, her Adidas look so realistic. Wow. And even the sock right over there. Jeez, and the laces and everything. Great attention to detail on such a small piece. They did a fantastic job on this. No peg holes under the feet though. One thing I didn't mention, another complaint I have, is that it seems like the right leg is just a little bit longer than her left leg. I don't know, I just may not have the legs fully extended properly, but I kind of noticed a little bit of gap in space right there. But anyway, the articulation on this figure is very good. She has a neck joint in here and a head joint, so you can get her looking up very far, which is awesome for a child figure. You can get her looking down very far as well, and you have side-to-side movement right there. Wow, this thing's very realistic, and a great amount of head pivot, even with all that hair and everything, so that's cool. Just the fact that she can look up this far with all that hair, I think that's a great achievement, because there's so many other figures with long hair that I wish could look up like that, but this one's got it. Anyway, shoulders move outward that far, you can move them forward. She has an elbow joint right over there, you could rotate it side to side. She also has a ball jointed wrist that turns side to side and moves up and down only a tad, not too much. She has some great torso articulation. You can see that she has a diaphragm joint. By the way, the overalls are made out of this very soft pliable material, so it does allow for a lot of movement. You can turn her side to side at the diaphragm. She does have diaphragm pivot, and you can get her crunching forward a little bit and moving back, as well as her having a waist joint in there too. So it's trickier to see that, but you can see that piece moving, so she does have a waist joint, and the waist joint also allows crunching forward, crunching back, and waist pivot. She also has these good leg joints that move outward pretty far, so you can move them outward that much. That's pretty good. And she can move her legs forward very far, and she can kick back quite a bit. She also has thigh rotation right over there up at the top. She has a single jointed knee that only bends in that much, so not quite 90 degrees. She also has rotation at the knees. Then the ankles turn side to side. You can move them down, you can move them up, and she does have ankle pivot. Now to measure out this figure, you can see that Newt is standing just a little over 5 inches tall. Then for your NECA Toys little girl comparison, we have Newt compared to this BioShock toy, which I have had for a very long time in my Walking Dead display. This thing is just so freaky looking, but all kinds of nice details in it and great articulation. Funny thing is that this little girl piece has peg holes at the bottom of her feet right there, and this one does not, even though she's a lot bigger. And then here's Newt compared to Ripley and the new Xenomorph Warrior from NECA Toys. And man, could you imagine being a kid this size facing these things? Oh jeez. And then here's Newt next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. And then there we have Newt being held by Ripley, looking awesome. Really dig this a lot. And I'm very happy that NECA is going to produce this in a 2-pack, so you can get this Ripley and Newt together. I just think they look great like this. This is very awesome. I wish the Ripley's elbow could bend in a little bit more than that, but you know, my only real complaint about the Newt figure is just that little bit of paint on the mouth, and that's it. Other than that, it's a great little figure. And I hope you thought this was a great review. If you did, please hit the like button. Click any of the boxes popping up for more Shart all over in tu cara, in tus ojos and everything. If you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do so by clicking that button right over there. If you want to check out my last 2 videos, click those buttons right over there if you want to see either of those. If you like me so much to the point where you want Shart in your pocket, go ahead and follow me on the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you want to see a photo gallery of images, you can see it all over at toynewseye.com. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Such as this little babe. Whoa.